Hello everybody, welcome back to Gnomes. Last time we won with the weeds on the portal map. So let's take stock. We've got 19 win. We've got a win there, we've got a win there. We've got a win there. We do not have a win with the champions. Houses, flail gnomes, pumpkins that spread to adjacent fertile cells each day, and earthworms, dead goblins fertilize soil. Alright, let's take these guys out to the forest. Get our first win with them, shall we? So, very first thing we're going to need is a house. This row of forest, I don't know if this is a blessing or a curse. We'll find out soon. They're going to go right on that corner. And then we've got 17... for a pumpkin. Let's check the shop. Lantana weed. Bone chimes. Gain 2 each time banish is used. Oh, we take manure for sure. Plus 2 damage, faster cooldown if you only have 1 gnome. Is this the time to do this? It's probably not, right? It's probably not. You're gonna lock that. We don't need it right now. No, I'm gonna end up with more than 1 gnome. I almost certainly am. All right, we'll let that ride. So they have fertilized those 3 cells there. I can't stand on this swamp right now, which is unideal. The pumpkin's done great work. Oh, I can stand on that cell though, and this is the same regular old goblin tent. We don't have money for much else yet. I'm not going to spend more because I'm probably going to want to buy a second guy shortly. So I'm just going to hold out with what we have. I don't want to lock anything else. We need 13 to get a second guy. These will spread further. These are capped out, but we can add poops around them. Spawns stronger goblins. I can't force them into that swamp. I can force them to offer me 4 shots at hitting them. Oh, I could stand in the swamp if I bought this guy. Is that ever worth it? No, not here now. I could spend... We're going to get 9. I need 13 to buy a house and a gnome. So, I'm going to get 9. 9 and 11 is 20. I can afford to spend 7. Let's just do that then. I was worried about this round, but we're actually absolutely fine. So now we have many small goblins, which is the scary round. So now is the time to settle into a second guy. So they hit the first low, hit the first lot, and then they play catch up on the back end. I should have checked the shop for stuff to lock. I'm sorry. You guys are forever teaching me good lessons, and then I squander those good lessons. I do like an archer gnome. Honestly, pesticide is not bad, considering the pumpkins that do get squashed are just going to get replaced by more pumpkins. I do love gold top as well. I'll lock that. Buy this. I don't think I need dynamite. We'll lock that. Do I want Archer gnomes right away. I can't just lock everything forever, can I? Alright, these guys are hatchet guys. They are going to just start destroying the trees. We can hit them on the swamp, because they'll slow down during that one tile there. 12. I'm going to try and get that to join up over with this, and then if I can like get the lines to keep finding more fertile ground, that'll be nice. We level up once. Thank you for not letting that guy by. Stronger goblins. There's an instance of them going through the pumpkin. So, let's get pesticide. Gnomes deal +1, but use +1 pop. Gnomes use -1 pop. So, just +1 damage if you want to buy both of those. Seems a little excessive. Gnomes have extra damage per nearby tree. There sure are a lot of nearby trees. Aren't there just? That's going to be a lot of damage, but I risk leaving this left side very open and unobserved. I would like to try and make sure this guy doesn't get trampled so that we can then have more growth on this left-hand side. But I can't do that in a way that gets both of them, really. You stand... That then splits this guy to the right. 5 apiece. 2 health. 2 of them will get killed by the pumpkins. I think we could just send this. We can't afford a house and a gnome. So, there's not much use in doing that. Do I want to buy extra damage next to trees? The problem with this is not the damage, but the speed, the rate at which they spawn. Because this guy, if we buy this. This guy now has 8 damage. Which is just bonkers, right? Alright, let's see how we go. Oh yeah, this is... actually mostly okay. That pumpkin comes right back. These are the tiny, fast guys. I think it's time we brought a 3rd gnome into the picture. Do I want it to be an archer? Yeah, I think so. Especially when this archer does 4 damage for standing next to these 3 trees, and everything has to come down this line of sight. I do like that. Big goblins. Alright. If you stand there, you get to 4 damage. How much health do you guys have? 8. That's 6 damage, but a much shorter line of sight. I'm kind of okay with this. I want to keep our pumpkin patch progressing. Is there a second start for a pumpkin patch I could go to? Not terribly. Alright. This will be fine. Oh, yeah. So simple. $19 gold now. Around. These guys are going to be cutting down trees, which I do not love. 4 HP. This guy has 5 attack. That's good. Let's get one more archer in. And we'll set them up on... this line. No trees here, unfortunately. But that'll be fine. Let's spread that to there. Shop. Trowel rare. Crops and hedges can be moved. Oh my god. That's going to be so good for our pumpkin spreading. Good grief, dude. Okay. Gnomes deal 1 more damage but gain less XP. I'll take that in a second as well. Okay, let's just get through this round. We're missing... these two are both on this one line, which seems unideal. Would I rather have more damage? They got 4, you do 5, and you have more spots to hit them on. So you come over here. Oh yeah, we're grand, right. Buy the trowel. And then laugh as we just make all of the money. They're going to walk through these pumpkins. I'm okay with this. So let's take anything that's not going to... need to figure out how many we need to move. Anything that's not going to be impacted by being smushed, basically. I think double archers on here will do tons of work. We need to put someone else in this line to make that work better. So we will. Yeah, back to the world's most efficient pumpkin farm. Because we can also do stuff like stick one there. Stick that guy there. Oh my god, it's just so good. Like, there's a couple of tiles that we're missing, but they'll get hit in 2 turns' time, and that'll be fine. So. Let's also just, like, make sure these guys are being as efficient as they can be, right? And away they go. Amazing. And now we have 25 gold that we can poop, but then after that we'll have 100 gold that we can poop, and it's just the best self-developing machine I've ever seen. There's small guys up the top as well. A lot of them having to just deal with the pumpkins that they have to walk through anyway, which is totally fine by us. send that out. Oh yeah, I keep fearing that we're going to get crushed by enemies, and then we don't. Is it just big guys at the bottom of the screen right now? Seems to be. If I put you there, you guys have 8 health. You have 7 damage for trees. That is 8 damage for trees. You can go there. You can go there. That's going to be fine. Now we can just plant all of the poop and pumpkins that you can possibly imagine, right? So not only can we spread our pumpkins to all the cells that we want, but also we can move our already planted pumpkins to just make new spots of growth. I shouldn't go too overboard because I still need places for my guys to stand if we don't have a method of like cleaning up. I'm going to buy that next turn, I think, and then we can just buy like 100 gnomes. I don't need them to fertilize soil at the end of each day. We do have free rerolls. Landmines. Gnomes get damaged. Crops and weeds penetrate armor. Yeah, we'll grab that. With 10 left, we should definitely just find spots for pumpkins to grow. Oh yeah, they get crushed. And the pumpkins spread 127 gold a day. So we're going to buy the gold top. Gnomes use 1 less population, but gain 50% less XP. We've got chanterelles, we've got gold tops. Mead is not a type of mushroom. +1 gold per day if 3 or more mushrooms. Goblin amounts are doubled, not the mushroom you want. Dead goblins fertilize soil. I'm gonna ditch this. Don't need that anymore. I'm gonna lock that. Reroll for free. Archers get faster. I like it. Definitely not bamboo. We'll invest in just some open spots. Cactus, it's a bit late for you, buddy. It's a bit late for you. I don't need swampland. I don't need barrels. Caffeine could be interesting, but I can't dig up the pumpkins I've got. Right, where's the enemies coming from? Up here? Yeah, literally our biggest concern right now is growing too many pumpkins, I think. Also, I can buy infinite archers and stuff, so I should just be doing that. And we're rich. Day 14. I don't care about fishing ever. Gain 1 banish per day. Yes. I don't care about wheat ever. Basically, I want to find something that will let me get rid of pumpkins. Amazingly. Nearby houses, hedges, healing. There's dynamite. That'll probably do it. Gain either this per day. Right. Basically, want to do that, and then find 2 of my top guys to go like that, because we still get the extra damage from the brain at the trees, you know? I think somebody told me that if I tap X on my keyboard, it will send an unassigned gnome to my mouse. Thank you to that human being. That is great, great knowledge. Well, we've got dynamite now, so we can reset our goals for where to place pumpkins, or like where to place gnomes around pumpkins at will. So get that going. I mean, the other thing I could do, it's a bit more expensive, but if I do something like that, I don't really have the money for it this round, but next round I can poop all of that and then transplant pumpkins over, you know? It's going to be glorious. Like, who needs XP when you can just have a million guys? Alright, they got a lot of pumpkins to work through. You. Dynamite. You. Archers. You. You're not an archer. Actually, that's probably better as an archer, isn't it? Also, you can always just buy more archers, right? I need spots where I can even just hit enemies. We got so much money. It's kind of comical. So I can do this for like 50. Then I can just transplant every other pumpkin off the root. And this will become entirely pumpkin infested in mere moments. Yeah, that mostly works. And I don't know how much it would cost, but we could just repeat that procedure square by square by square, doing dynamite, poop, pumpkin picking. God, who knew the trowel could be such a force for gardening in the world? Alright, this is our king round. So, 156 gold to spend. There must be really good stuff we can buy. I wanted to find another mushroom so that we would get health per day. I mean, this gives money per mushroom as well. First crit gives banishes is good. I'm spending a lot of money on this, but it's fine. Pumpkins deal +2 when trampled. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, there's some angry pumpkins and I love it. Okay. We need to figure out who is going where here. And like we've got a lot of who's to go a lot of places is the thing. We also have dynamite if we want to just kind of maybe clear out this tree, say. But what I mustn't do is just kind of underestimate the damage that we'll need for all of this. But that said, like, it's still a lot of pumpkins. It's a lot of guys. We have a lot of units and all. And even if every pumpkin gets crushed, they do so much damage. They do +2 from these and +2 from that. So it's like 5 damage when trampled or something. And then they all fertilize to the adjacent spots the day after. Give me... I can't afford one. I'm going to take a guy and put him in there. Like this route here seems vastly unguarded right till the very end. Alright, send it. Well, the king got wrecked somewhere along the line. I don't even know. Defeat the Goblin King with the Champions Guild. Into endless mode. Naturally. So. I think what I need to do is buy hedges or something that will let me block enemies, gain 1 when planted. That could be good. But I don't like... I can move them. Oh wait, they're trees, not plants. But my guys get extra damage from trees. So you know what? We'll try it. Okay. Am I going to buy sunflowers? No, just banish them. Gnomes can stand in swamps. Don't care that much. Immediately grant 5 banish when chosen. I don't want to spend 128 to get 5 banishes. When goblins destroy things, immediately refund them. Yes. Because that will refund all my pumpkins. Okay. So we have 20 gold, which is not much extra in the grand scheme of things today. But if we can get through this day reasonably well, then we can then start to look at we've really got to cram them in here, don't we? Trying to build a line of pathway that we can line with our flailers, overlooked by archers, to just kind of get everything done, you know? Just hard finding suitable spots to put everybody. And we can still buy more gnomes. So I will, obviously. Alright, let's just get through this day. Then we'll get a big cash injection, and then we can work things out from there. They got closer to our front door than I would have liked, but we're okay. Flails get plus 100% crit damage. Is there anything here that we don't need anymore? The first free reroll we don't need because it's 3 gold, and who cares about 3 gold? Okay. Sometimes I wish I could zoom out on these things, but basically we need to figure out something to do with these guys and a pathway to force them along. So, let's do that. Let's just do a tester. If I bomb this, it's still fertile ground underneath. Okay. Well, you know what I can do if I just want to make a path? I can just move the pumpkins to other fertile land. So I can pay 2 for turds and move pumpkins rather than paying for dynamite. So this is our front door. This is trees. I've already screwed this up because I don't have width for my guys to go. I almost wish I could just bomb it all out and start from scratch. But that's not going to work, is it? So really, I need it to be tree, gnome, pumpkin, gnome, tree. Right? That makes sense, I think. We could do this line here, because there's no swamp in the way. So if I'm going to send enemies into this specific column, also we get loads of banishes for these, which is great. I don't need bunk beds, ever. I don't need a piggy bank for 1 gold. I don't need this weed. I don't think I need knife gnomes. Level 1 gnomes get +1 damage. I like that. I might do that later. Alright, I need to commit to the bit, basically. Honestly, even if I just destroy a bunch of pumpkins, it's fertile land. They can grow back if I really, really want them to. Right? So, let's say trees, goblins, pumpkins, goblins, trees. Trees, goblins, pumpkins, goblins, trees. Yes, I know I could transplant them. I'm just being lazy. Alright, I'll transplant these ones. Oh my god. Trees, goblins. Not the ones that are next to the house. Flail. Flail. Right, now I need to find all my unutilized flails. Ah, this is wood choppers that are going to get to my front doors. That's so annoying. I was here just focusing on big highway 1 up here. Unless I can force them out rather than with trees with gnomes. So that forces them to go through there. They'll cut down this tree. Why won't they go the long way? Is it just because they're bastards? Is that the reason? You guys all get transported down a lane. You guys get promoted a lane. Blow up this tree. Then I just want other flail gnomes first. It's probably more cost than it's worth spending right now, but hey, we're here. So a lot of stuff has to come through here. Except these guys are being dicks about it. How much health do they have? 20. Good grief, dude. What I don't have is a great shot on you. It's not a bad shot by any means. I feel like I'm neglecting this whole right-hand side because they just have to go through the Valley of Death. But who knows? Not me, basically. I don't prepare well enough for this super mega min-max section in the end game, I think is my problem. Right, has anyone not got responsibilities? No, everyone's on something. Oh, I can't afford another guy. All right. I'm just going to send that and hope, basically. Yeah, it kind of worked, except the goddamn choppers keep working their way through my roots to screw me over. Like, that's just going to cut down a whole row of trees. I guess I could prioritize them a lot sooner. Makes ground into ice. Goblins can't turn on ice. There must be some really interesting strategy I could do. Like, what happens if I make in front of my front door all ice and then they can't turn off to ever get there, you know? I don't know. Archers can penetrate armor. That I probably do want. We've got a lot of stuff. We never got a third mushroom. +1 banish per day is less good than the banishes we're getting from this bone. Archers can pierce. Barrels. Blocks enemies. Movable. Do I destroy this tree? Got a barrel there. Okay. We could cull out trees for barrels, and I think that will do the trick, but I'm not certain. So we got 184 gold. Barrels are effectively 3 gold a piece by the time I bomb something or move a plant but not a tree. So if we do this, right, and then this, okay, this is helping. What I need to do is move these pumpkins anywhere at all, and push these guys back one, at least one, so that all these guys can join the crowd around here. The archers can go on the corners. Okay, barrels could be our savior, for sure. I don't have room for pumpkins to grow through. I can just harvest pumpkins from elsewhere. You trowel holding man. So basically I've just got semi-infinite pumpkin producing plots everywhere else on the board. It's a little tedious. I wish I could just tell it harvest every third pumpkin to build out this line, but hey. So, let's bomb here. Bomb these. Oh, that was a barrel. So we've got a row for pumpkins. Have we got more guys? We've got lots of archers. Most of our flailers are in place. Uh, 148 gold. Flailer, flailer, flailer. I would like the red hat for something. But what would I get rid of? We're not nearby any trees anymore, really. We're going to full barrel technology, apart from by our front door. I'm not going to do this today. I'm not going to do that today. I don't need those. Definitely not doing that or that. Barrel scouters houses, don't need it. Daisies, no. Health, no. Gnomes get +1 damage per other unlocked type of gnome. Honestly, that sounds kind of great. We unlock blunderbuss gnomes. They're also a good fun ranged one that we can use. We might need to save up for that then, and this. That is all, of course, depending on whether we can win this round. To which I have no idea if we can win this round. Send in the pumpkins. Right, let's just do archers now. In as many decent spots as we can find. That's everyone assigned to somewhere. There's got to be better spots for a lot of these guys, though. God. Alright, I think it might... this is a terrible spot to stand for sure. Alright, it might be time to send it, otherwise I'll be here forever. Alright, we're holding the line well. They're not getting around the corner. Okay. Gold is solid. I would like more, for sure. Blunderbuss attacks deal 1 to tiles adjacent to goblins hit. Interesting. It's 256 to buy something, which is a lot. I don't need this. When a gnome kills a goblin, nearby crops and weeds spread. It's interesting, but I don't think that works out for us right now. Flail gnomes stun enemies for twice as long. That I almost definitely do want. Do I need the refunds for the pumpkins? No. God, I just need so much more money. And maybe I should have spent more time doing pumpkin crops, you know? Because right now that is my most limiting factor in a lot of spaces. Because there's only so many upgrades we can buy, right? It's just very, very min-maxy to sit and plant and replant hundreds of pumpkins. Like, I probably don't need to be that precious about it, because it's all going to get filled up in about 2 turns anyway, you know? It's just me being pedantic and a little bitch. Tiny bitch. We got a king this time. 129 damage. I'm going to... blow up or move these pumpkins. And then start a wall upwards, perhaps. So if I do that, and then here, start a wall moving upwards. Line of poops. And then 88 gold. How much range do these guys really have? Kind of a lot. But also kind of not. Alright, that's all of our money. Let's refill the pumpkin patch. And by the pumpkin patch, I mean the pumpkin path. Why do you guys magically get to come through here? Oh, there you go. That'll do it. As long as everyone's going down that line. We've got loads of archers that aren't doing anything over here. A couple of flailers. Alright, day 20. Let's go. The stuns are really keeping people in check. Yeah, this is working. Slay the Goblin King for the 2nd time on any map. Lovely. Right, so this is working. I think we just make it longer, honestly. And also make sure we're just planting more pumpkins, because that's where our money's going to be, isn't it? Annoying that I have to drag them up and over a bit of extra screen, but, you know, again, that's just me moaning more than I should. There's probably an ideal formulation for pumpkin patch growth and all of that stuff too. To like make sure you cover every possible square as efficiently as possible. But you know, what do I know? I'm not a gardener. Okay. Then we have to deal with goddamn baddies. Baddies spawning. Baddies trying to kill us. All that stuff. These guys have 2 heads now. Lumberjack goblins with 96 HP. Excuse me, sir. That's quite a lot of HP. Guy. Honestly, I don't actually need that many barrels. I just need tons of guys. I should probably be making this snake round more than I am, but, you know, it is what it is. Is everyone assigned to a location where they can hit stuff? These are worth 5 damage apiece. So, as tedious as it is, it feels worth doing. Hey, ho, ho, hi, hey. Yeah, we hear you guys. All 100 odd of you. I don't actually know how many there are because we don't need houses for them. So, it's just tons. Right. You're an archer. You are not very useful to me there. But somebody has to be stood there, otherwise I have problems. So, you fill in that gap in the wall. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. The flail stun feels very important at this time. We also have so many banishes. Amazingly, nothing made it to our front door with all of that. So 183 gold. Roses could give us a lot of health back. Sure. Like if we do this, that can probably sustain us for a whole extra turn. They're all just going to go through pumpkin patches. I wish I had have just done a better job of prepping pumpkin patches in the long term. But it is what it is. Because now I'm not earning as much money as quickly as I would like. But it is what it is. Alright, let's save some money. Odds are we don't beat this wave because it was very close last wave. But look at all the extra health we're getting. What I should probably do is have more right turns to put archers on. Because they do great work on the corners of stuff. And honestly, I just need to do it with guys because the barrels can be moved, the pumpkins can be moved. Everything can be moved. I just have itty-bitty attention span right now, basically. Right, if I do that, then we make an extra corner for archers to, like, triple back up onto. Also... Oh, God, stop. Here. The archers can triple up. I should probably have a good archer there. And if I swap you there, I can put an archer here. In, like, the outer spaces, it's far less important to me. And, like, these guys have some value where they're at, but not tons, you know? Anyone not got a job? No. 208 gold. Kiss of Death. Roses deal +3 damage when trampled and +1 when enemies pass adjacent tiles. I mean, that's cool. It's real freaking expensive. Because now if I want to plant roses, I need to do my row of roses again. Which is a whole thing. Which is worth doing, for sure. Give me an archer and just stick them right there. Like 2 of them. And then give me 2 blunderbusses. Or like those blunderbusses, stick them there. I have so many red-hatted gnomes. Not buying this seems... Also this seems ridiculous. But what would I get rid of? I guess I don't need this many bells anymore. +5% crit rate's nice though. But +3 flat damage is great. Let's get rid of this. It never became fruitful. That's plus damage for everybody. Gnomes deal +1 damage but gain 50% less XP. Level 1 gnomes get +1 damage. Crops and hedges can be moved. Gnomes nearby trees have +1 damage. I think it's time to get rid of this. Buy this. Stones can be moved. I don't need it. I don't want bamboo. Cacti maybe. Gnomes have more crit and more cooldown. No. 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 I don't even know what I'm looking to buy here. Like, unless I'm buying more gnomes. Which really probably should be the thing I'm buying more of. Alright. Send it. God, that's a lot of gnomes. I've got a lot of goblins. We're getting them in this spot here, though. A lot of them are not making it around the corner, which is amazing. Archer's doing great work. The piercing probably helping a lot. Right, we got another king. No. If we want to buy more stuff, we're going to need just heaps more money. To be fair, they didn't even get around the corner that time, so... Where's the king coming out? Your route is this one. Let's bomb that off. Excuse you. Thank you. Just the most incredible feature. We'll save some money and send it. We could banish everything at this point. I think the stuns are what are doing most of the work. Slay the Goblin King for the 3rd time. Okay. Guys are coming past here and then up there. That's fine. Let's plug this hole. And double up on the archers, or even triple up on the archers there. bomb. Guy, 251 gold. Goats. No. Caravans, no. Nearby, no other gnomes. Absolutely not. No. Blunderbuss gnomes deal +1 damage. I would like it. I would. Hemp, no. Gnomes have plus 100% crit damage. That seems incredibly important. Gnomes deal 1 but use 1 more. No. Hose, no. Corn, no. Hatchet. Uncommon, destroy trees, no. Maybe. Gain 1 with stuff purchased, no. 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 I don't know how much stuff there is in this game, man. Add a random item to the build menu each day. Absolutely not. No. More crit chance would be nice. But 256 gold to get stuff. Gain 1 each time health is lost. No. 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 Hedges, no. Foxglove, no. Kiss of Death, maybe. Which means cacti, no. That absolutely not. Spears, no. Although maybe I should have, because I could, yeah, I could give them more damage thanks to Tactical Manual. Gnomes get +1 damage. That's worthwhile. We've locked everything. We just have to earn enough to do unlock spots now. So, send it again, see how it goes. They're doing a nice long hike for us this time. They made it to our roses. Alright, we're losing some health now. We have a lot of health, but we are losing some. $252 cash. Means we can do this. And what's most important, everyone gets 1 damage. We have plus 100% crit damage. Roses deal +3 when trampled. Blunderbuss gnomes deal +1 damage. I think this is most important. Gnomes attack in all directions on critical hits. Interesting. Is there anything to get rid of now? Do I need more banishes? It's more crit damage though. Everything is too good. Alright, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I might still do this, but I want to reroll for other gnome types. I don't even know if there's any more that we haven't had. I haven't seen wizards yet. Right, that's good. Let's banish this and buy that, because that's more damage for everybody. That would be great, but again, stuff. Banish this. Gnomes have things when nearby no other gnomes. Axe gnomes. Axe gnomes. Do I even have... Oh, I bought axe gnomes here, didn't I? That's why I'm seeing all their stuff. Blunderbuss attacks deal 1 damage to tiles adjacent to goblins hit. Again, that sounds like it would be good. I'm not going to do caffeine. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Gnomes get less cooldown but gain less XP. Ah, that sounds great. Do I really need pumpkins to do 2 damage when trampled? I don't think I do anymore. Discover additional treasure goblin chunk each day? No. Wizard gnomes. I knew I would see them eventually. So now everyone's doing even more. Summoning portal. 10% chance wizards summon a gnome to a random tile on hit. It's not the time for it. Swamp tiles deal damage. Wizard gnomes get +1 range. Build. Oh, spreads crops, weeds, or trees. Pumpkins spread themselves. Not you. Still maybe you. I would like you as well. Maybe if we can survive 2 turns, we can do that. Though I don't know that we are going to survive 2 turns. All the roses. And let's fertilize all of this for even more roses. Oh, we're out of money. Good job. Good job, me. Day 26. So everyone should be doing like 3 more damage in attack than they were before. And our crit damage is higher. I think armor might be the problem for some, because our archers go straight through armor, but our flail gnomes don't. They did not get to our front doors, though. Really, like, if I really want to go real deep, I should min-max this way more than I have. Which is a whole thing. Good grief, dude. 704 damage? Are you having a giraffe? That seems absurd. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move these guys so that this bend is at the same spot, so I can stick an archer in there and then they can shoot through both sides. Though this one swamp tile is upsetting. Gnomes get less cooldown. Oh my god, it's so good! Crops and weeds penetrate armor. I don't think I need that as badly as I need this. Don't need that. Gnomes get... Yeah, that sounds great as well. What do I need least? Honestly. Crops and hedges can be moved. You're done. I'm done with you. Gnomes arranged in adjacent pairs get the lower cooldown of the 2. Oh. If I could bother of having knife guys instead, I could have done a whole thing with this, but I'm not going to do that right now, basically. I don't have it in me to do that right now. Flail, flail, flail. Bomb this. Where are they? Flail, flail, flail. Have 100 or more gnomes at the same time. Go me. You should be an archer. $43 gold. These guys are not doing much down there. You can go here. That's fine. Oh, and also here, and swap you out for over here somewhere. I lost you. Anyone not got a job? No. Alright, send it. I did not replace my roses this time. Though I did remove piercing plants, so probably weren't going to be that much help anyway? Question mark. I can probably take off... I keep forgetting it gives me crit damage. I do kind of regret banishing the hose. That I could have made this whole path swamp and slowed everybody down a whole bunch. You should have a guy in you. 215. But we weren't really under threat there today. Alright, we're not doing this anymore. Gnomes get more crit chance. That sounds great. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Gnomes within a 2-tile radius get +1 damage stacks. We have to do it. Let's get rid of houses. Well, this is going to be a lot, isn't it? Oh, we're out of money again. Alright. What are you doing here all out on your own? King's coming in. Let's get an archer just starting us off here. Basically, I need this path to go all the way down here as well. My worry is that the king is going to move fast enough that he doesn't take damage at a high enough rate. But no, he is getting stunned a lot. We're going to be okay. We're going to get there. When did Gnomes become a game that lasts an hour and 12 minutes a run? Get the king. Get the king. Yes. Slay the king for the 4th time. Good grief, dude. Yeah, my only regret is not being more efficient with pumpkins about 15 days ago. Return all banished items to the pool. When banished, return this to the pool. I think right now I'm just going real big on these guys. Let's hold on. Bomb this, bomb this, bomb this, bomb this, bomb this, bomb this, bomb this. Let's go. Flail is there. Big last line of defense statues. God, they're so expensive, aren't they? 15 apiece. I have no idea how deep the achievements for king killing go. Like, I totally understand I could have been a lot more efficient about a lot of things. But it has shown me a whole new light on what can be achieved. And so many of these guys are still red hats that are getting +1 damage just for being level 1. Obviously, if they were level 3, they would have +3 damage or something to that effect, but there's a lot going on. Alright, 236 gold. More guys coming in. I think rather than statues this time, I'm going to do another line of guys. Do I care about which type of guy? These guys are faster than these guys, so what I think I want... Oh, I didn't buy the wedding band, so it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Fine. Things I don't need this anymore. I'm just going to take straight up one damage. Just straight up 1 damage. Banish it. Banish it. There's the wedding ring. Hilarious. Twice as long. Archers penetrate. Flails get more crit. Archers shoot faster. Honestly, just the amount of money we need for stuff is wild. We are going to Ah, well, hold on. If I blow this up, we can have them pass by gnomes on two sides. Uh, 136 gold. Send it. Can we make the month? Like all of this could be pumpkins. I'm just too lazy and inefficient. And I complained about it in like day 20, and if I'd started at day 20 doing what I've been doing to make it better, it would be better by now. And if I'd start now, it would be better by day 40, but I don't think we're making day 40. All of the extra rose health that we gained earlier has certainly helped. No king this round. Is it day 32 for a king, perhaps? Yeah, we're still getting kind of the 250 mark each time. Is there anything I can reasonably do? I don't know. Right, we're not doing this. Oh, are we out of stuff? When banished, return this to the pool. That's very interesting. Crops and weeds do 2 extra damage when trampled. Banish or buy every item except mirror. There you go, that's everything. Alright, so we certainly got some achievements today. I could move these, but I'm too lazy. I think this is probably our doom, but you never know. Just the amount of health these things have. 3,000 on a big goblin. This just wave of white and red. Red being the crit numbers, white being the regular numbers. We actually did totally fine this wave. We're critting for like 36, 60 damage, depending on what unit's hitting what. Is wild. Oh my god, they actually spawned a spawner into our path directly. Feels unideal, doesn't it? Okay. 250 gold. Is there a king today? Yes. Yes, there is. Okay. One last rose. 3 last roses. I don't think we win today. That's my suspicion. Like, look how slowly we are tanking the king. It's like 15% of his health so far. New stuff has stopped entering the grid. The roses are down. 45 health, 42 health. 35, 33, 30. The king is going to make it to our front door. A valiant effort, though. Full map screenshot that for me, thanks. And wild. So if we check them now, these guys, champions, near one of the champions, 31. I'm just gonna check. Can we see achievements in game? I don't think so. Let me just check the achievements. So I've got the list up on the other monitor here. Defeat them in the tundra, the graveyard, with the gardeners, the scavengers, the farmers, the squatters, the Inquisition Guild. Have 1,000 gold. Defeat the Goblin King without exceeding projected income of 10 gold per day. Have 100 houses. Use the Vampire Guild. Defeat the Goblin King without using the shop. Defeat the Goblin King with the Cryomancer's Guild. So that is the top achievement that can be gained for killing the Goblin King a 4th time. There is no kill the Goblin King a 5th time. So that is a top tier win for us for the first time. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.